Well, it definitely got better in the second half. I'm John Renton with my review of New Japan Pro Wrestling's G1 Climax 31 Night 2 event. So, a quick note in regards to how the next few reviews will be done. Nights 3 and 4 will be a double review of sometime Friday afternoon. This is due to work and other projects. Night 5, that is a week from today, that'll be up that afternoon. Night 6 and 7 will also likely have to be a double review of sometime Thursday afternoon. And then hopefully I can do individual reviews as we get closer and closer to the semifinals and then the finals, that I will be watching both of those live. I'm not going to miss the live interactions with people and everything and just having fun. And I really hope that they build to the glorious climax. With all this climaxing, this repeated climaxing, constant climaxing, if you will, we're going to need a whole lot of lube and a lot of fluids. We're going to just need a lot of stuff that we ingest so we can keep climaxing to the point that everything's goddamn messy. And it's like filling up like crazy. Oh my God, it's going to be like a bathtub of climax. Anyway, with that visual, just burrowed into your goddamn guys' head, let's talk about this show that really had some, it had some peaks that pretty much were at the end. And boy, did we have to really, trudge through the valley to get to those peaks. I also did not love any match on this particular show as much as I loved either Zack Sabre Jr. versus Tetsuya Naito or Tomohiro Ishii versus Shingo Takagi from night 1. That's not to say there wasn't some good stuff on this show, but I want to inject both those matches into my vein, which you goddamn can't do, and you really shouldn't be doing drugs either. Don't do drugs, kids. Drugs are bad, okay? So anyway, we have this Kosei Fujita versus Sho. He's a murder machine, and it's pretty much a copy and paste of the match the show had against Oiwa. I apologize if I got that wrong. Fujita, apparently 19 years old, only a few matches under his belt as far as professional matches. He's got fire, but Sho beats him with the snake bite, sneaky snake, and he got the victory. So then we get Evil with Dick Togo versus Yoshihashi. Good Lord, why in God's name am I being forsaken to have to deal with this fucking bore fest? And Yoshihashi can work, and Evil can work, but here's the problem. One, Evil's matches are so goddamn formulaic, because yes, he's evil, everything is evil, and you gotta make a guy named Evil eventually into a bad guy, but when you get to where the antics and all the bullshit and everything are just goddamn ridiculous, like, oh, we're doing this stuff over here, but oh, look at the distractions, we're doing this, and then he does the same goddamn crap. It's so fucking stupid. It's so fucking ridiculous. Anyway, Yoshihashi's bow staff versus Dick's choker would have been a whole lot better. Dick's choker. I think I saw that in the movie once. Always delete your search history. So anyway, yeah, Butterfly, we got some good moves in this, but then we got a distraction, if you will, and everything is Evil 1, 2, 3. Evil gets the victory in a match that the referee was just made into a goddamn idiot. It's so fucking stupid. And, well, at least things got better with Jeff Cobb versus Chase Owens. Oh, for motherfucking sake. Why didn't Jeff Cobb just beat this guy in about a goddamn minute? Chase Owens, regardless of how he can work, is not interesting. He should not be in the G1 field. This just proves that they really don't have enough depth because of tribal restrictions and stuff like that. It's just fucking ridiculous. Chase Owens is the best they could get. They really should have shortened the goddamn blocks up. But anyway, Jeff Cobb, he had to sell way too goddamn much for him. I mean, and it just wasn't believable. Nobody wants to see Chase Owens get a victory. If you do, that's fine. But goddamn it, this whole Bullet Club elite thing, all this stuff, it doesn't matter if it's in the US or in Japan. It's just fucking stale. It's fucking boring. I mean, and that's the thing. Jeff Cobb should have beat him easier. And he did eventually hit the Tour of the Islands 1, 2, 3, and about twice the time it should have taken him. And Kevin Kelly said he's going to get some wins in this tournament about Chase Owens. Thanks, Kevin. Thank you very much for that. I like Kevin Kelly, but goddamn, you didn't need to give me that much, that kind of thought. I didn't really need to picture Chase Owens getting victories he doesn't fucking deserve in the G1. So, Tama Tonga with Jado versus Sonata. Okay, good. Something better. Something a lot better. Cold Skull, easier for me to say than usually anything, versus one of the Gorillas of Destiny. Ain't nobody realer than a gorilla, as I couldn't sound more white if I tried to say it any worse. So, commentary kept pushing this whole Elite versus Bullet Club thing. Two of the most boring goddamn factions that have existed in wrestling, at least mainstream wrestling, in a number of years. I don't care if that offends anybody because these are my opinions. You don't have to agree. So anyway, Tama can work. Sonata, when he's motivated, can work. There's some good stuff here. And this is certainly better than Tangaloa versus Sakashido Khan because, well, Sakashido Khan isn't in this. Good back and forth. The skull end, the double underhook pile driver by Tama was beautiful. This guy really can work, and I hope that maybe they do a little more single stuff with him, because Tangaloa can also work. He did the best he could with Sack of Shit Okan. But Tama, when he is actually given a chance to do this stuff, look what he can do. We're eventually going to get Tama Tonga versus Carl Anderson, aren't we? And everybody's just going to be bored, not because of Tama Tonga, but because Carl, I don't know my place. There's a time and a place. Anderson doesn't know, I don't know that time, that the wrestling world has passed him by, and now he is basically the worst member of the Elite, which is saying something. So anyway, the bridge pin that Sonata does, goddamn beautiful, 1, 2, 3, good shit. And then we get Goto versus Taichi with Miho. Good Lord, Miho. My God, Miho. Good fucking God, she's beautiful. Well, which Taichi will we get? Motivated Taichi or choking Taichi? Yes, we got both. We did get a lot of choking action. First, Goto choked Taichi outside with the cords, and then Taichi did the same. We did get a choke slam for 2. There go the pants. This wasn't bad. This was well-paced, because when Taichi actually turns it on, he can do some good stuff. And I did like how Goto broke out some moves that we haven't seen from him in a bit. And sudden Saito by Taichi. We get reversals, near falls, and then Black Mephisto, 1, 2, 3. Taichi getting the victory. And there we go. And then we get to Tanahashi, Hiroshi Tanahashi, easy for me to say, versus Kazuchika Okada, the Ace versus the Rainmaker. This might be for the last time on a big stage. I think it might be. Because I don't know if Tana's going to be in next year's G1. Now, he's been in what? I think it's his 21st G1. He turned it on at some points in this, and you saw flashes of the old Tanahashi. But you also saw, this is the old Tanahashi, and he can only do so much. And there was some good stuff here. They did do a lot of headlocks, because they know each other. They've wrestled each other so many goddamn times for well over a decade, or at least close to a decade, I think. They've done so much good stuff that eventually you need to change things up. And Okada's dealing with his bad back, and Tana's knees are held together with paper clips and duct tape and super glue. And the super glue is starting to fade. My point is Iron Will or not, Father Time is undefeated. The DDT outside by Okada was very nice. Drop kick, and Tana goes to the floor. Ace is high to the floor. Tana's knees are going to explode one day, and I'm going to cry. Series of twists and shouts. 20 plus minutes in. Money clip, but Tana's able to get out of that. And then tombstone variation, 25 minutes in. We get 2 sling blades and knees up on the high fly flow. Ouch. And wrist control. Inside cradle for 2. This is it's like going down to the goddamn wire. I mean, really going down to the wire. This is Sonata Okada levels when Sonata beat Okada, in, I believe, 2019. Really good stuff. German suplex, dragonplex. And then with 24 seconds left. Rainmaker, 1, 2, 3, and there we go. Kazuchika Okada gets the victory and gets 2 points. And where does this leave Tana? I really think this might be Tanahashi's last G1. I'm not saying that he doesn't deserve to, go out on a big stage. I'm not wanting him to retire, but I also want him to be able to walk, into his 60s. And he's going to go out on a sword, but I just think it's going to be sooner than he wants. So this was fine. Night 1 was better. We'll see what happens with Night 3 and 4. Once again, that will be a double review of sometime Friday afternoon. Agree, disagree with what I said? Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Retlin. I'll see you soon.